You want me to tell you every rumor I hear as a high school teacher? Okay. This was fun for me, and I was shocked how long it was allowed to go on for. I'm a high school teacher of an elective subject that lots of kids take and enjoy. I build great relationships and generally have the same kids for multiple years, so I get all of the tea spilled to me. There was an incident during an after school event. I was in one space doing my thing, and some students who had been in another part of the building came in and said, Mr. Tarwong, there are people having adult fun in the other room. I followed them to the scene of the crime, and there is nobody there. I do all of the appropriate follow up to see if anything actually went down, but no body, no crime, and no one actually saw anything. They just said they saw a couple come out of the room and it smelled like adult fun time after they went in. Also, no cameras in this part of the building in question, a thing I had pointed out as a problem multiple times in the past. Fast forward to like 4 months, and the principal calls me down to their office. They proceeded to chew me out for not reporting the incident, it having finally made its way up the rumor mill up to the top. I tell them all the steps I took to follow up at the time, and that it didn't seem like there was anything to report. The room didn't smell like adult fun time to me, so it didn't occur to me to tell anyone about it. To be fair, it was early in my career, so maybe I was wrong. So where is the line on what unverified evidence-free rumors I should be reporting? And they responded, all of them. Cue malicious compliance. I proceeded to call and email them after every single conversation I had with a kid that could be even remotely misconstrued as problematic. We are talking a minimum of 3 times a day, usually more, for 3 weeks straight, including weekends. The most satisfying was on a Friday afternoon at about 4:45. The principal picks up the phone, and before I can say a single word, they say, Okay, Mr. Tarwonk, you've made your point. Update. Some clarifying points, particularly for those in the profession who think my initial reaction was problematic. Number one, I, the teacher who was reported to, I didn't actually see the couple in question, nor could anyone involved point them out to me in the building. Two, I did seek clarification as to why the principal didn't think I handled it appropriately, and when seeking clarification on what unverified reports come to me and should go up the chain, she said, all. This is where the malicious compliance came into play, not because I objected to the notion, but because my legitimate question was responded to by a non-answer. 3. It was a Friday after school. I didn't think anything of it due to the complete absence of anything actually occurring until I forgot about it come Monday. There was literally no one on campus to report it to, and as a young teacher, it simply didn't occur to me that I should/could call the admin on a Friday evening to report an event that had zero evidence of being true. Just get one donut, they said. We only need one. Didn't specify the size. It's a small one, but it's my birthday, and this was so funny not to share. So I wake up, make a hot pocket, and I'm told I wasn't meant to eat breakfast. Confused, I put it in the fridge. Didn't want to waste it. After which, I get ready for the day, then my stepdad walks into the apartment with a donut box. I take it, saying thanks, obviously, and when I open it, giant donut. It takes up the entire box. Baffled, I show my mom, and she has this look of confusion, then realization as she looks at my stepdad and says, I said only one! Into which my stepdad replies, didn't specify the size. Thank you, stepdad, for giant donut. No work-related errands at lunchtime? Okay. From time to time, we have immediate needs for random items in the office. So when that happens, I make a quick run to get the needed items while I'm already out at lunch. This is not in my job description, nor anyone else's. Someone at corporate orders regular office supplies, and that covers most of our daily needs. I've been working here for years, and I just took it upon myself to fill special orders, since I'm the only person in our office location with a company credit card. Just trying to be helpful, right? I had to special order some paper, which required me to go to the office supply store. It took me about an hour. Like I said, I had been doing this for years and no issue, and my efforts have always been appreciated. So I didn't think anything of it. When I returned to the office, I was called in to explain my long lunch to my boss. I told him where I was and showed him the receipt for the paper. But to my surprise, he was still upset. He said all office supplies are to be ordered through corporate. He also said I could no longer use the company card without his okay. Cue malicious compliance. When my coworkers sent me requests, I just told them they needed to contact corporate. Because many of these requests were specific to our department, I was the only one who really knew what was needed. So, of course, the orders got screwed up and often took a week or more when they were needed the same or next day. People making twice my salary had been tied up with the supply orders, and certain projects had been put on hold until special order materials arrived. Sometimes the items we've gotten are not what we requested, so that caused even more delays. My coworkers are getting frustrated and angry. I could easily resolve these issues, but I've been told to stand down, so that's what I'm doing. I'm anticipating my boss will want to undo his new rule as the outcry gets louder, but it's really not my job. I was just doing it as a favor. I'm sure experts in corporate can figure it out. Thank you, dear listeners, for tuning in to another Reddit video. If you would like to, click another video. And if you would be so kind to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.